and welcome to this Edmodo calendar webinar. Within Edmodo, there's a calendar option, and just within the last month, with some updates, Edmodo now is calling the calendar the planner. You'll find it in the top left corner, the little 31 button. You just click on that, and it will take you to the newly designed planner. In the past, it was a straight month view. Now it defaults to a week view, and you can always switch to the month view if you'd rather have the month view. It will show you, as long as your planner is selected for everything, it will show you every group and what's on the calendar for that group. You can always narrow that down by group and take some of the stuff off. And you can always go back to the week view. One of the nice little features is it's a day button, so if you're looking several weeks in the future and you want to jump back to today, you can easily click today and it will bring you straight back. Some of the other buttons in here, they have now split out events and tasks. So if you have a to-do list, you can put to-dos in. So let's say we'll click on new task, and you'll notice when I click on new event, it'll give me the same box. But we'll put in clean out the filing cabinet, and you can put a date on it. We want to do that by 23rd, and we'll hit create. And if we jump to the 23rd, you will see that that task is now on the calendar. So we'll fly back to today. If we hit new event, let's say we want to do field day. And with events, you can do a date range. So if it's multiple days, you can put multiple days in. Field day we'll put on the 21st. And then you have to pick which group that's going to go to. And if you just start typing the group name or a person's name, it'll show you what goes with that. So I'm going to pick the Edmodo training group and hit create. And now you'll see bottom right corner, another new feature is the coming soon box, and you'll see the field day shows up now in coming soon. So if we jump to the 21st, here's field day. You'll see it belongs to Edmodo training. All of this ISTE stuff you're seeing in mine is an ISTE group that I belong to. So we'll jump back to today. The K-Prep testing, I don't think I have the right to, I did not create this calendar item, so I do not have the right to change it. Instead of KY Prep, that should really say K-Prep, but that's neither here nor there. Down below, bottom left corner, you can do a new task that you plan to complete in the future. These tasks down here do not have days on them. So if this is something that that you're not going to put a due date on, you can put something like clean my desk off, hit create, and then they all appear down here in the do it someday. So then when you finish, you just check the little box and poof, it's done. Now other features in the calendar, I'm sorry, the planner. The more button up here, if you hit more, you can click on export, and when you export, that will send it to your, and I'm going to hit cancel. What you would do down there is hit open, and it would send it to Outlook and actually create another calendar in Outlook for you that you could overlay with your other calendars. The other thing you have there is print, and if you do print, You can actually print out this calendar. It will show you every group, or if you want to narrow it down, you can select the groups. So whatever groups you have selected is what will print. If you want to see what it looks like on paper, we can go in, and if you've not installed the Qt PDF Writer, that is a free download. I don't know how it got the name Qt PDF, but it will create an Adobe document for you. And we're going to make this landscape. And then we'll hit print. And what it's going to do, it's going to ask me to name the file. And we'll hit save. You'll see the file is now created. And if I double click on that and open that up, you can see the calendar. Now, it's not interactive because we did this to an Adobe document. It's not going to print exactly the way you want it. You will probably want to just print that directly to a printer. So we'll go ahead and delete that so don't forget. Now, the other thing about the calendar is, and we have to go back to the groups to see this, and I'm going to go into the Edmodo training group. And by the way, if you're not already a member of this group, you can easily join it by clicking on groups and join, and then type in this group code B6ZZOU, or if I highlight this group code URL and I paste it into our chat box, our GoToWebinar chat box, you can click on that link and immediately become a member of the group. So with the calendar, if you put an assignment in, we can give it a title. And a description, and we'll put a due date on for Friday. We're not going to worry about attaching. Notice because I'm in the Edmodo training group, it automatically defaults who I'm sending it to Edmodo training. I can add more here if I wanted to. So if I wanted to, I could put in Mr. Hanner, who now has 2 accounts, but I'm going to leave him out. And we'll hit send. And now you'll see, if you're a member of the group, you'll see this, that there is now an assignment. It's due May the 10th, but if we go back to the calendar, you'll see that that now shows up on Friday. So as a teacher, I'm seeing that nobody's turned it in. And then it's due May 10th. So that's how you work with the calendar. And while I'm waiting for questions, I'm going to give you a little Edmodo tip. Since we're towards the end of the year, to kind of clean up all of your groups over here, and you can see I've got a bunch. Let's say I want to, I don't think anybody's in this group. Oh, yeah, there are people in it. Let's do this sample group because I don't use that anymore and there's nobody in it. What I can do is go to my group settings. It's over on the right, and go to group settings, and then in the bottom it says archive the group. And then if you archive it, now it disappears from your list, so you've kind of cleaned up your list over here and gotten it out of the way. Now next year you can't reuse that name, you have to come up with a completely different name, but at least you're keeping your list straight. So we'll go back and see if there's any questions. Alright, I'm not seeing any questions, so as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me, email me. I'm always happy to help. especially with Edmodo. So with that, thank you for your attendance, and we'll see you next time.